In this video, I'll explain how to remove new lines from a character string using the R programming language. So without too much talk, let's dive into the R code. So in this tutorial, I will show you two examples, and both of these examples are based on the character string that we can create with line 2 of the code. So if you run this line of code, you can see at the top right of RStudio that a new data object is appearing, which is called myString. And we can print this string to the RStudio console by running line 3 of the code. And in this line of code, we are using the cat function to show our string with new lines. So if you run this line of code, you can see at the bottom in the RStudio console that our character string contains the letters A, B, C, and D. However, you can also see that after those letters, the character string contains new lines. So let's assume that we want to remove those new lines from our character string. Then we can apply the Gsub function, as you can see in line 5 of the code. So in this line of code, I'm specifying within the Gsub function that I want to remove all new lines by an empty character string. And then I'm also specifying the name of our data object. And then I'm storing the output of this in a new character string, which is called myStringNew. So if you run line 5 of the code, you can see that at the top right of RStudio, a new data object is appearing, which is called myStringNew1. And we can print this string to the bottom in the RStudio console by running line 6 of the code. And then you can see that we have changed our character string, because now the character string is not containing any new lines anymore. So in the first example, I have explained how to use the Gsub function to remove new lines from a character string. However, I want to show you a second example, which is based on the stringr package. And in order to use the stringr package, we first need to install and load the package, as you can see in lines 8 and 9. I have installed the package already, so for that reason I'm just going to load it with line 9 of the code. And after running this line of code, we are able to use the functions of the stringr package, such as str replace all, as you can see in line 11 of the code. And within this line of code, I'm again specifying the name of our character string. I'm specifying that I want to replace new lines, and I'm specifying that I want to replace these new lines by an empty character string. And then I'm storing the output of the str replace all function in a new character string object, which is called myStringNew2. So if you run this line of code, you can see that another data object is appearing at the top right, which is called myStringNew2. And we can print this data object to the RStudio console by running line 12 of the code. And then you can see that the output of the str replace all function is exactly the same as of the Gsub function. So in this tutorial, I have explained how to remove new lines from a character string using the R programming language. However, in case you want to learn more on this topic, you could check out my homepage, statisticsglob.com, because on my homepage I have recently published a tutorial in which I'm explaining the content of this video in some more detail, and I will put a link to this tutorial into the description of the video. Furthermore, if you have liked the video, I would be very happy if you leave me some positive feedback in the comments. And make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get notifications in future when I'm releasing new videos to the channel. That's it for this video. Thanks a lot. See you next time.